Hi, fifth graders. What I'm going to show you how to do today is to open Google Classroom, and then how to create a new assignment, and then how to do a reading response and post that as a new assignment. So what you're going to do, once you're signed into your Google Drive, you'll know that you're on because you've got your own icon here. And what I've done for today is I've got a guinea pig. My son Alden has signed in through his school account, and so that I can show you what your account will look like. Once you're all signed in for your Drive, when you click on the apps in the corner here, you'll see Google Classroom on a new tab. And see, it looks like a chalkboard. You're going to click on that chalkboard, and then you'll be on Google Classroom. And it'll open up to this. And you can see there's our class, 5th grade, 2019-2020. And you'll put in the code in order to join that class. When you open Google Classroom each day, you may have a new assignment. And so here's today's assignment. And this is a reading response. We'll be doing lots of reading responses right through Google Classroom. When you click on that, you'll come to this page here. What you're going to do is go over to Add or Create. When you click on that plus, you'll see a menu for different ways that you can add or create a new assignment. And what you want to do for this type of assignment, whenever we do our reading responses, is go to a new Google Docs. And that'll all be filed away right in Google Classroom, nice and handy, right where you need it and right where I need it in order to see it. And then eventually where your classmates will be able to see it so that you can read and respond to each other's work. What I'm going to do now is show you, when Alden clicked on this, he started this new response here. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So he's reading Home of the Brave, and this is what he has so far. Now the assignment says, write a response to the book you're reading, and so this is your independent book that you've chosen either from our classroom library or from the school library or anywhere that you go to find good books that you want to read. So write a response to the book you're reading. Write 4 or more complete sentences about what you've read. Read it over carefully to revise and edit, and then post it here. So, back to his reading response. Here's what he's got so far. I am reading Home of the Brave by Katherine Applegate. In the book, Keck has just moved to Minnesota from far away in Africa. Everything is new to him. He hasn't even seen ice or snow, and it's winter. Lots of other stuff is new, too. He has to be really brave to learn about all the new things in this new land, and all without his family to help him. So, he's written his response. Let's go back and reread the directions. You read those directions as many times as you need to. They're always going to be right there for you. Write a response to the book you're reading. Write 4 or more complete sentences about what you've read. Does he have 4 sentences here? Let's check it. Reading Home of the Brave. In the book, Keck has just moved to Minnesota. Everything is new to him. That's 3. He hasn't seen ice or snow. That's 4. Looks like he's got 4 or more sentences. Now the important thing is, does he have lots of details in this response? Because when we do a reading response, we always want to be thinking about the characters and about details and examples from the book. We've done lessons like that in our reading workshop. So, do we see details from the book? Do we see lots about our character? Let's see, he hasn't seen ice or snow, and it's winter. That's a detail. But how is that important? Everything is new to him. Let's see. What examples from the book could we use to explain why this is a big deal? Well, do you remember the part where Keck falls down because he's walking on ice for the first time? So let's add that. He slips on the ice because he's never walked on ice before. Is it a complete sentence yet? There. Now it is. All right. Lots of other stuff is new too. Are there examples from the text about other stuff that's new too? This is pretty vague. So all I'm going to do is click right there so I can add a little bit. For example, you know how we teachers love to see sentences that start that way. For example, comma. Let's see. Remember the part where he puts all the dishes into the washing machine because he needs to wash the dishes? That's a great example of other stuff being new. For example, he puts the dishes in the washing machine because he's told to wash the dishes. And we know what happens. All the dishes break. So, next he has to be really brave to learn about all the new things in this new land, and all without his family to help him. Okay. So we've got 4 sentences or more. We've got some good specific examples from the text. This shows that while I'm reading, I'm really thinking about what I'm reading. I'm really making connections between things that are happening to Kek, problems that Kek's having, how he reacts to these problems. That's something that we're going to be working toward, is how the characters in the books we read are reacting to the problems that they have and what we can learn from that. But what's really important is that every time you do a reading response, you have these specific examples. All right. Now let's go back to the directions one more time. You know how we love directions. Read